Okay, let's touch on something in Call of Duty that would have been perfect. I'm going to talk about Weapon Draft, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I thought Weapon Draft was actually a really good thing, why I'm just a little bit salty that it's been taken out. So, I made a video yesterday explaining how all the CWL announcements got released and blah blah blah. In Call of Duty IW, we were supposed to have a thing called Weapon Draft, which is where each player would draft two weapons for the whole entire series, and they could only use those two weapons per player, unless you picked up a gun, of course. Now, this has never ever been done before in Call of Duty or any other esport, to my knowledge. So it's something new. Hooray, something new. We're trying to innovate a game like Call of Duty, which is great. And we've been screaming with it for the past month, and it gets taken out. Now, the reason why it was so good was because of the map layouts on this game was perfect for all sorts of, like, guns. You had, like, long-range angles, which was really good for ARs, and then certain parts of the map were really good for SMGs, which is pretty much how it's been in every Call of Duty, but the weapon draft sort of enabled players to adapt to certain parts of the map. Now, the reason why it was kind of broken, why a lot of people didn't like it in the first month, was because the weapon balancing is a little bit broken, which we're experiencing right now. You know, the OSA and the K-Bar are by far the most dominant guns in the game, which sort of meant that the people using the ERAD or the Karma or NV4 sort of just got, like, drowned out. And that's the issue with the weapon draft, right? And it's unfortunate. However, if we had have just stuck with it and they done weapon patches where they nerf the fire rate on, say, like the OSA, the K-Bar, give the Karma some damage buff at range, and SMGs a aim assist buff at medium range, things would have been perfect. I have no doubt about that. Instead, now we're stuck with a meta where we're running 4 OSAs, or 3 OSAs and a K-Bar, and it's just like there's no mixture of different guns that work in different sort of ways on the map, and it's unfortunate. It takes away, like, an extra element of competitiveness, which is a shame. I mean, yeah, I just wanted to make a video about this and explain why weapon draft would have been good, and instead now we've been stuck with this, and this is why we should be, when change is proposed, we should attempt to try the change, right? Now, it's a little bit of a muck up on Infinity Ward's half, of course. They released a game where they had an OSA, which is by far the most dominant gun. You would have thought they would have learned from Ghost with the Vector. I mean, if you look at a game like Black Ops 3, right? You had a M8, you had a Man of War, you had a HVK and the VMP, and even maybe the Kuda. They're all pretty balanced guns across the board. If they had a weapon draft in that game, it would have been perfect. And, like, it goes to show it's not impossible to have balanced weapons. Yeah, so I just wish that they left it in. But anyway, that's my rant on weapon draft. It sucks that it's out, but can't do much now. Now we're just going to play 4 OSAs. Bye.